Hey guys, Captain Dylan Hubbard here at Hubbard's Marina with a huge red grouper update. Groundbreaking red grouper update. I am super pumped about this. This is some really positive news for our golf council meeting that just happened in Alabama this past week. And I'm super excited to report to you guys that we are going to hopefully see an emergency rule coming out on red grouper that could potentially really increase our red grouper recreational season this year in 2025. We were expecting red grouper to close sometime late May, sometime early June, but with this emergency rule in the works, in the mix, potentially there won't be a closure and the season will go really long, or if they don't get the rule in place in time, we could see a closure on red grouper sometime in June, but then they would reopen once that rule's in place. So I don't know if it's going to run really long or if it's going to run until like June, close, and then reopen later in the year. But whatever it does, we are going to see more red grouper in 2025 because of this emergency action that the Golf Council voted for and that NOAA, the Southeast Regional Office, is going to implement. And hopefully they do it quickly, everything goes according to plan, and hopefully the season doesn't even close for red grouper because the amount of quota that we're getting is huge. The quota was like 3.8 or something like that, and now it's going to be going upwards of like 7.8. So it's almost double, and it could potentially give us 12 months back of red grouper fishing, which is huge. Now, this emergency rule is only good for 180 days, and then it can be renewed for 186 days. So it's basically about a year. So they're going to get the emergency rule in place now to save 2025's recreational season. It's only for rec. The commercial guys will not get more red grouper this year. However, in 2026, come January 1st, 2026, we're going to go back to that super small red grouper quota. So now the council is scrambling to start a red grouper document. So this emergency rule saves 2025, but once 2026 rolls around, we're screwed unless the council gets their act together come June, early June. They're going to have another council meeting and they're going to start work on hopefully a really streamlined red grouper document, and hopefully it will be presented in June, finalized in August, and then ripped through the NOAA processes to hopefully be in place for January 1, 2026 to permanently increase our red grouper quota to a much higher level, basically double it. Also, big news, working really hard on this. I was pretty close to throwing some chairs through some walls at this council meeting because I was so frustrated, but in the end, cooling off a little bit, I think we're in a pretty good spot on this. This is something I've been working on for 6-8 years. The removal of the 20 fathom closure. The 20 fathom closure, or the deep water closure, or the shallow water grouper complex closure, whatever you want to call it. That happens every year in February and March, where we can't keep red grouper, scamp grouper beyond 20 fathoms. It only applies to rec. It doesn't make any sense. We need to get rid of it. It was in place originally to protect gag grouper spawning. Well, gags have been closed in February and March for how many years now? It's the stupidest, most outdated rule possible. It's inequitable. It only applies to one sector. It's hard to enforce. The line is super far offshore. It is ridiculous that this is still on the books. But under this administration, they have to deregulate. It's an order. It's an executive order. So that was our opportunity to kind of, hey guys, if you want to deregulate something easy, here's something on a silver platter for you to take away. And then on top of that, they were talking about not removing it because we were under a short red grouper season. But this red grouper document is going to give us almost double, a little more than double maybe, of red grouper quota. So we had a 5, 6, 7 month red grouper season. Now we're going to go to a 11 or 12 month red grouper season. So now is the time to deregulate, remove the 20 fathom closure, and give us those February and March flexibility back, because it's unfair, it's inequitable, it's hard to enforce. There's no reason it should be on the books. So hopefully that will be in this document too. if that document moves forward and gets put in place, potentially the 20 fathom closure would not occur in 2026. But realistically, I expect it to happen in 2026. But hopefully, 2026. But hopefully, 2026 next year will be the last year it ever happens. Potentially it won't happen, but realistically, based on timing, I don't think they can get the rule done in time to remove it. So even if it's in the document, even if they vote to remove it, I don't think it'll be in place in time to prevent that shallow water grouper closure next year in February and March. But in 2027 and beyond, it'll be a thing of the past, hopefully. And stay tuned to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, because we're going to have updates on that as that comes up, and we're going to need your help. We're probably going to need a lot of recreational outcry and support in removing that 20 fathom closure. So make sure you stay tuned. But we are going to see in 2025 an emergency rule giving us more red grouper quota, more red grouper access, and a longer season. Then in 2026, we're going to see this document come out that's going to give us a permanently basically doubled quota of red grouper and the removal of the 20 fathom closure, which has been my pet project for countless years, and I'm so excited that it's potentially on the books. And most of the council seems supportive of it, so I'm hoping that continues. I wish they would have voted for it at this meeting. There was the opportunity, but unfortunately they decided to kick the can down the road on me, and I kept my composure and didn't get arrested. But it was close. It was close. But we got more to come. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. Thumbs up the video. Drop your comments below. Tell us what you think. And hopefully we'll see you out here on the water, because don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. Hopefully you'll join us every Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. live on our YouTube, Facebook for our Sunday night show, Off the Hook with Captain Hubbard. We talk about what's going on, what's coming up. We show you photos. We talk about the weather, and we answer your questions live during the show and give away $1,500 in free fishing trips. Stay tuned, join us, and get out there on the water, y'all. Have a good day.